Hello guys, welcome back. Tomorrow is the happiest day in every American's life. Actually, my local polling place isn't that bad. They actually try to make kind of a party out of it. The ladies dress up. They're so cute and adorable. They dress up, and they dress up in their nicest outfits usually, especially if it's November. They'll put their Christmas shirts on. It's so cute. It's cute. I have all the respect for my elders, but it's the damn cutest thing you've ever seen. It is. It's cute. They make a party out of it. There's free candy, and they make a party out of it. And then there's, like I said, there's the sales table for the seniors, and it's just adorable. It's never crafts the seniors have made, or I would buy all of it. It's just random assorted things. And I don't think they're sweet, innocent old people. I think they know they got a con going on, because they have the sales table right as you're walking out after you vote. And there's always they find the sweetest, cutest old lady they can find. They sit her by. Hi. They know. They know. It's like a puppy or a kitten or a little kid. How many people could walk past that? You'll be like, oh my God, I'll buy everything. So, so they know. So we're going to go and we're going to do that. And we've been doing self-care today. I can't afford to go to a salon, obviously, so I did my hair at home, and we did a nice bath, and I did a facial mask, and I'm like, I'm so happy. Till tomorrow. And we watched political commentary in our flavor all day long. Now that's something interesting, because I'm sure Loki's different with everyone. But all know pretty much how I lean. And it was refreshing, and it reminded me, because one commentator was having a marathon, and it reminded me of all the things that our government has done in the past 2 years, most of which I blocked out on purpose, and now I need therapy. It was a lot to be reminded of in like a couple hours time. I was like, I forgot all this stuff happened. Why did you have to remind me with a live stream? So I went and I watched Samantha Bee, and she's doing these awesome things about voting with kittens and puppies and grilled cheese. And it's actually very educational, because she gave you this website to go check out, and you go check it out, and you find out, that's how I found out my district was redrawn, and I'm like, oh my God. They didn't even know which district I'm in. There was 8 different possibilities. They're like, we totally don't know what district you're in now, but this may or may not be your district. It's important now, because there's referendums this year, so I have no idea what I'll be voting on, because they're like, since we can't figure it out, you get a surprise! So yay, I get a surprise tomorrow that I'm totally not prepared for. If you've never voted, or never voted in America, what they do is they ask you a long, complicated question that even English majors, and I should know because I am one, cannot figure out, because there's often quadruple negatives in a sentence, and you're not sure what you're actually voting for. They never put it in plain English. Like, they never say, could we raise taxes 2% to pay for this bridge? Or could we redraw this, or could we do that in plain English? No, it has to be, do you not agree to take the squiggle-do out of the higgly-do and put it in the mocky dock, because the ligga-da-da bop bop bop. What? Is that even English? And it makes about that much sense. It really does. And there will be 8 women standing around, because the guys are just like, I don't know, and they just vote. Be 8 of us women standing around trying to figure this out. And, like teachers, and I was a tutor, and there's teachers there, and we all taught English, and we're like trying to deconstruct these sentences. And we're like, this actually doesn't make sense. What are we voting for? So what women do, because women are smart, make sure you know somebody who knows what this is actually a vote on. And then because the people that constructed this sentence, then you know what their agenda is, and you know whether to vote yes or no, or for or against, whatever. And so it's good to have friends. It's good to know people that know what the hell all this double talk and triple talk means, because you have no idea. And they get away with it in this country because they can write it any way they want, as long as it's in the King's English. It's technically in the King's English, but so convoluted that you're never going to figure it out. And they do it on purpose. Because you're almost for sure not going to vote the way you want to, and they know that. And I often wonder why they go to this length, because yeah, they'll dupe a lot of the people they want to dupe, but they could also just as easily dupe the people they would rather actually know what the heck is going on and vote the right way. So I'm like, what do? Do they hold secret meetings and only tell some people what all this babbledy-book means? And I'm actually kind of looking forward to it, because they try to make it a party, and like I said, I got my hair did and did my face, and we're going to kind of dress up, get a little bit, tiny bit dressy, because it's going to be super warm tomorrow. It's going to be in the 60s again. And we're going to walk up and we're going to do our voting thing. And I don't know if I'll go see my friend after that or what I'll do. I'm not going to bother with the other one. I'm like, oh, we're back to the crazy Christians again. Because I think every so often the crazy Christian switch flips. And I can say that because I probably was the same level of crazy when I was a Christian. Where, depending on your faith and depending where you go and who you talk to, they will tell you to weed out all the people that don't believe like you. I'm not sure why, but they'll tell you. Probably because those people are the people who would tell you to ask questions and question the church authority, but I don't know. So, we are going to make a day of it tomorrow, and we are going to vote. And the thing is, I live in a district that requires you to have your ID on you, and I got kind of pissed off. I mean, luckily my ID's in date, but if your ID's expired or you don't have an ID, if you don't have a driver's license or a state ID, you can't vote. And I'm like, I can see how this is definitely geared towards certain people, letting certain people vote and not letting other people vote. And I was angry, not so much at being asked to prove who I am, though that tends to piss me off, but because these women have known me for decades. I've been voting ever since I could vote. I think maybe I've missed once, maybe twice at most, and it was because I legitimately forgot what day of the week it was because I was working, and I legitimately forgot because I was either living on my own at the time and I just wasn't watching TV or anything or something like that. There was one election where I was so super sick I could not drag myself out of bed to go vote, but other than that, I make it. So, we're going to make a celebration out of it. No matter who wins, we don't care. We got our duty done. We're going to go out and celebrate. Because there's something about Americans, at least. We hate voting. You can make it as fun as you want. There could be cash prizes in voting, and that's illegal, by the way. But there could be cash prizes, and we still wouldn't go vote. We don't want to go vote. We don't want to do it. It's so hard. We don't want to go do it. And my voting place is literally like a 2-minute walk from me. And the ladies make it fun. And then you have the option of like walking over to another place to get lunch or breakfast whenever you go. And it's like, it's the easiest thing in the world to do, but there's something in Americans, very deep in Americans, that we hate voting. I don't know why, but we hate it. We had to fight for that right. A lot of people had to die for that, right? But we're like, I don't want to go. It's so hard. You have to stand in line for like 5 whole minutes. And then you have to press one little button on the screen, and it literally takes a minute. It's so hard. It's 6 minutes of my life we'll never get back. I mean, literally my district is so small and the lines are so small. It's like literally 6 minutes out of your life. But we still don't like doing that. I don't know why. But it'll be good to have it over with. I'm looking forward to it as much as I'm looking forward to a flu shot on the one hand, but on the other hand, I love seeing those ladies every time. So it's kind of like 50-50, but yeah. If you're thinking, oh, I'm not gonna go vote anyways. Go vote anyways. Because, it's important, and it's your right. And if you don't vote, maybe one day you won't have the right to vote. I'm sure some people would love that, but I'm like, no, I'm going to vote. So, we will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not like gonna get up super early and hit the polls super early, but I don't know. I'm even worried since they redrew our districts. I'm like, are they keeping the voting place where they're keeping it? Because I've been talking for years about getting rid of it, even though a significant number of people vote there. And I'm like, if they withdraw it, where are we supposed to go vote? So hopefully the voting place is where it's supposed to be, and I get there tomorrow because I try to look it up. I try to look it up on Facebook. I try to look it up on a couple other places. I try to look it up on this site that tells you everyone who's on the ballot and that. I couldn't find it, so I don't know. I will find out tomorrow. So we hope you guys like that. Voting is usually not a thing we talk about, but they're kind of super important midterms. You either keep things the way they are or you vote for change. Those are the same two options you have every time. You either keep what you have or you vote for change. We have liberals in the Green Party running this time, which is interesting. It's usually only Republican, Democrat. And I'm always fairly impressed when anyone else has enough moxie and gets enough votes to actually be on the ballot, because they have to know it's almost unheard of in this area for them to go any further than getting on the ballot. So you kind of have to salute that moxie. I can never remember anyone other than a Republican or Democrat winning our area, but hey, more power to them. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.